Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium and the home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Rambling Wreck is here, and these fans have been waiting since early in the day to get this one cranked up. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Yellow Jackets will put total leather and we'll get started. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. And here comes this quarterback. When he takes the field, he brings a certain swagger and charisma out there that not only the entire team, the entire stadium seems to feed off of.
You can feel it. It's different. It's special. Very often, but he makes the whole team better, but the belief is strong because he continues to make plays and be there for his team every time they need.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Good blocking, good running, pick up at 6 out to the 30. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
And the Canes will line up to punt it away. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. Well, the kicking team obviously missed the fair catch signal. The officials did not. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
To throw, it's Kane. He's got his man. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for...
Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Hurricane. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it.
7, Georgia Tech, 0.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
The give to the back. Plows through the defense. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Looking downfield, it's King. Throws to the wideout. Fires and picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they got it at the 49.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. This feels like 4 down territory. 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Gets it out fast. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats.
Georgia Tech, 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Canes! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He leaves it with his back. At the 45 on his way. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. Nice move there. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Yellow Jackets in the hurry up. To the air, it's King. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Throws toward the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
No doubt, and when you're playing cover 2, you got 2 safeties deep that account for the whole field, right? I got half the field, you got half the field. So they do a great job. You have to see and have good vision on the quarterback. You got to make sure you're breaking on the football. How about the strong safety spinning down, doing a good job seeing the ball and loading it?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it, too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. With jet sweep pass. Off he goes. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room.
Ooh, and I love the running back here, running into the blitz. He saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Six-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Scanning the field, it's Ward. And the ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards, but...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. And the Canes line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Dropping back, it's Kane. They've got the screen set up. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. D coordinator's got to love that.
Here comes the offense on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes the catch. It's Horton. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. On second down, wants to throw it. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hip. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Looking left. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Hurricanes want to move quickly. On 4th down, going to the air. And that pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. The 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Ward. Getting some heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Caught over the middle. It's George. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Canes will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made in the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get into the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before it's finally stopped. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
The Yellow Jackets have this offense rolling. They'll throw it on first down. Makes the grab. It's Singleton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. And now on second down for this offense. Running back goes in motion. To the air, it's King. They're bringing heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of hands.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And the Yellow Jackets are threatening on first and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And Reese, this is the part of the field where the tight ends become such a big part, right? The big size. I'm going to isolate these guys, find a way to get good matchups. You can tell they did it there, and the result, 6 points.
Fair catch, called for and made. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Crosses the 40. Oh, look out, there he goes! Running inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Miami! And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 10 over Michigan.
The give to the back.
We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's King. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. The Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line.
Man, how a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. They're working that left side. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Looking to throw. Got rid of it just in time.
And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in. How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Martinez on the carry. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. They'll leave it with him. Strong run on a pickup of 5 out to the 15.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. Motion from the offense. To the air, it's Ward. Release to the back. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the steps. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
After that incompletion, fourth and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away. But you're trailing here in the fourth quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Give to the running back. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Hurricanes are rolling down the field. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Coming after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any pick.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Throws to the tight end. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. 3-point lead, put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a 2-possession game.
Let's do that. Let's get a touchdown on the board. Let's find out where our playmakers have the best matchups. Let's exploit those, David.
And it would put our defense in such a great position. Fourth quarter, 2-possession lead. It makes it easy to play defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The handoff, keep working on that clock. On the Houdini-like moves, get it to the 22. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Touch pass on the right. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's good.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
You'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
The Canes moving quickly to the line. Looking for a man. It's Ward. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the left. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. He's going to pass. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
That is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Skips away from pressure. Caught near the sideline, it's Martinez. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this. Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, the Flats. Bobby Dodd Stadium, home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Ramblin' Wreck, hoping to rev up that engine. And the Canes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Yellow Jackets offense will start this game off. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, woo, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball, but you play zone and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. Going to have to be...
He's going to go for a big one. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
You could not script a better start if you're on defense, and great job being heads up and being aware that this offense may come out trying to be aggressive and throw on the first play. Everybody executing their assignments, and they get a takeaway right off the bat.
Ready to fire from the pistol. Handoff to the lone back. Finds a little bit of room, picks up 4 out to the 13. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You're the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer. Getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the...
Well, we knew coming into this game that field position was going to be massive. They had their backs against the wall in their own opening drive, but a really nice job there on the run, third down, getting some breathing room, moving the sticks.
The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's out past the 35. Can anyone catch him? And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
Grab behind the line. It's Horton. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you...
And they will score! Touchdown, Hurricanes! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Miami, 7. Georgia Tech, 0.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
It's a draw. And the ball slipped out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And, man, you know this guy dreamed of starting this game off right and running the football and positive and being the guy throughout the day, not coughing it up on the first carry. Going to have some resilience because he's going to get more totes, and he's got to make sure he's ready for it.
They stop him just a leak or two short of the first, and, man, what they can do on second down here. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Leaves it with the back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that. It runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that.
And into the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Canes. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Kane. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And the Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Boyd. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. That's caught. It's Singleton. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
What we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Great move there. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Not the most productive half of this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
2nd down after the offense averted absolute disaster. He's looking to throw. Slings it. Snags it. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys.
And makes the grab in the end zone. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Middle Tennessee is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Murfreesboro, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 10 over Liberty.
Here's the handoff.
We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From just inside their own 20, it's 2nd and 9 from the 19. They'll give it to Johnson. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Horton. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Canes will hustle to the line. To the air on first down. Quick strike complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. He'll send out 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 4. Quarterback will audible. Back to throw, it's Ward. He's got his man. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He'll just keep slinging it. That's caught. It's Restrepo. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. The offense in hurry-up mode. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Horton. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Johnson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Let's it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Field goal is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it off to start the 2nd half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starting this 3rd quarter on the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn. And they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Squirts across the 30 to the 32. A pickup of 5.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to drive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Quick pass on the fly motion. Across the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the defense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Keep it on the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll try the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And the defense was not fooled on that 3rd down. They were expecting that could be run. Linebackers doing a nice job really coming hard downhill to stop that play.
And the Hurricanes will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field, looking for a productive play on first down. To the ground with the back. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo. Right back to the well. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass, it's King. Got his man in the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And I love working the slot receivers. You see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough honor.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Off play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Went to the running game on 3rd down and picked up 5, but still a couple of yards short. It's 4th and 2. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll turn to Martinez. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30s. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll give it to him again. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Inside the 35. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They can move that thing 1 yard here. That'll probably wrap this baby up. The give to the tailback. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Lining up to convert 3rd down. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a 2-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
They move the tight end all over. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Fast motion from the offense. Going to the ground. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. And the Canes are in the hurry-up. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Miami.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is even bigger. After not